Most of the audio engineers and producers are already familiar with common compressors. In this video, we want to talk about the multiband compressors which we use in the mastering process. But before that, feel free to hit the subscribe button and also leave a comment below, and don't forget to like this video. Hello everyone, today we are here with another tutorial about how to use a multiband compressor. Of course, you should use the multiband compressor during your mastering process, and during your mixes it is better to use the common compressors for your MIDI track and your audio tracks. And you should only use the multiband during your mastering or your mixdown. And another thing before we start, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also leave a comment below and hit the like button. And here we go to the software. I already loaded a project here, and from the search panel I search for the Ozone Dynamics and drag it right here into my master channel. Okay, at first glance you see that Ozone had already separated my bands into 4 separate bands. By right-clicking here, you can remove a band or you can insert a band. I prefer to have 4 separate bands because it is much easier to tweak the parameters. And also, by hitting the learn button here, you tell Ozone to automatically set your bands. And you can also tweak it by yourself. And each band has its own mute and own solo button. And as you can see, my bass band is in purple, my low mids is in blue, our high mids is in red, and also our highs, which is in green. And each band also have its own compressor and limiter, and from here you can tweak the ratio, attack, release, knee for compressor and also for limiter. And also from this graph you can tweak it. It depends on you completely. And also there is a gain slider right here which you can set your gain after the gain reduction. And also there is a auto button here that tells Ozone to automatically set your gain. Okay, let's go to the project. I play the project and after that I explain each parameter. Okay, I want to explain each parameters separately. From here, I first chose my bass band, and here I set the compressor threshold at -19.2 and set the ratio to 7, and also set attack to 80 milliseconds and release to 200 milliseconds, and I also added 7 decibel of gain. And I usually prefer to compress the bass much more than other frequencies. And the next band is low mids, and here I set the compressor threshold at -12.5 and also ratio at 4.1 and attack at 20 milliseconds and release at 450 milliseconds, and also set the gain at 2 decibels. And the reason I used much more compression here and set the gain at 2 decibels is because I want to make more space for other frequencies to show themselves in mix. So here I choose this band and I try to not add more gain here, so other frequencies can represent themselves in the mix. And the next band is our high mids, which I use the -8 threshold, and I also use the 3.1 ratio and attack at 10 milliseconds and release at 500 milliseconds. And also I added 2 decibel of gain here. And you can also tweak this parallel compression right here. If you don't know what parallel compression is, I want to make a video about parallel compression, so you can wait for this video, or you can search YouTube for this parameter. Okay, and last but not least is our high band, which I set the threshold at -16 decibel and ratio at 4.1, attack at 55 milliseconds and release at 400 milliseconds. And I also added 3 decibel of gain. Remember that before you add any gain, you should look at here, right here, what it shows is your gain reduction, and you should add exactly as you lose the gain. You should add exactly the gain right here, and from here you can lock the bands, and also by pressing the all button you can see all the bands simultaneously, which is really good, and you can tweak all the parameters right here. You can see the ratio, attack, release, and also gain right here. And the other thing that Ozone most of the Ozone plugins have is this mid-side processing, which is really good, and you can separately tweak the mid and side channels, which is really good feature, and I explain mid-side also in another video. And at the end we have this bypass right here, which actually turn the plugin off, and also there is a global gain here in this view that you can tweak this also. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, and also don't forget to subscribe, and please leave a comment below if you have any questions. See you till the next video.